The Gooning Labubus, the fourth standing team, has clawed their way throughout the bracket here today. There were so many times I thought, you know what, the Gooning Labubus, they're not gonna qualify for top 4 because they got 2-0'd so many times. They got 2-0'd, I think twice. I can't lie. I'm dragging it. I can't lie. They got 2-0'd twice in the round robin phase, and it seemed like the Gooning Labubus was out for the count. And you know what? They said, all right, it's time to lock in. We need to get top 4. We need to be there. We need to be there for top 4 because we are one of the best teams. And they've proven it today. Not only by beating Nix's Soul already, not only by beating Finality already, but now that we're getting in here with the crew battle portion, it's grand finals. Something new has to come to the table, and we're bringing new lineups across the board. Once again, though, I talk about this matchup. Nix's Soul. Oh my god, wait, Nerix just gets an absolute insane knockout already onto Fleas. I was about to say Fleas had Nerix's number in the first matchup. When we saw them, when it was the first set here today, Nix's Soul versus the Gooning Labubus, they just had... I mean, Fleas had Nerix's number. But it seems like, you know what, Nerix just needed to warm up. He just needed to have a couple sets. He needs to have, you know... You need to just warm up on the sticks, on the controller, on the keyboard, whatever the case may be. And he's flowing with it right now. On his first stock, looking to rack up even more damage. That was such an early knockout. Oh my days. Big recovery coming in, Fleas right now. Trying to, you know, bring back this damage deficit, or stock deficit, I should say, that we see Nerix has established already. Big N-Sync does come out, connects and leads to the knockout, and just like that, Fleas finally takes the first stock out of there, sends Nerix down to their last. Now, does have a little bit more damage to play with before they are eliminated in this game, so they're going to have to pray to God that they can cook on these guitars. The guitars has been the struggle for Nerix, I would say. Mainly the signatures as well, too, has been catching Nerix off guard. We're starting to see Nerix not getting punishes for these signatures, okay? Gets it there, and it's enough, and just like that, is able to get the knockout, folks. And Nerix going to be starting off this game number 1 with the upper hand. Now, looking at this lineup here, Nyx Lover, Sins, and Fleas, it seems like they're stacking the threes quite a bit. You look at Blue Team, on the other hand, it's kind of not that really... They're going for a really even lineup where they got their, you know, the main guy in the first spot here in the crew battles, that being Nerix. You know, they got Seif and It's Simply Raw, who was playing in the 2v2s against Nix's Soul. They're the ones now going to be starting off. Wait, oh my god, no way. There's absolute no way. It does count. It does count. It does count. Seif is not locked in. He's not locked in. What are we doing? Oh my god, and Sins is absolutely going to abuse it. Absolutely gonna abuse it. No sportsmanship. We saw Sins, I mean, you know, show some sportsmanship for Jupiter, but this team is a whole different story because we mentioned before the beef that lies between these two teams. Nix's Soul got robbed. They had a perfect record. I told you, a perfect record. Almost 7, actually, was, if you were to count their game and remove their DQ win that Gooning Labubus was awarded, they had a perfect record from the round robin phase. Beat every single team. Every single team in a 2-1 fashion, some even a 2-0 fashion. They were undefeated and they were destined to win the Spirit Series. But now that we saw here, the first game, the first set of the Spirit Series, Nix's Soul got defeated in a 2-1 fashion. Now we see a different download. Now they're coming in from elimination side. They have to win the grand finals. They have to win the reset. Honestly, if I'm Nix's Soul, I'd want... Oh, hold up. Not be SDing. If I'm Nix's Soul, I don't want to be SDing my stocks right now. But nonetheless, Nix's Soul starting off with a really good lead. It's 2 stocks here to 3. And you got to be worried about Sins and Nyx Lover in those... last spots here. Sins 1 stock remaining. Nyx Lover 2 stocks remaining. Satellite coming in. Sins finding this bow matchup here. Ooh, wonderful. Side stick does connect and lead to the knockout. It's very interesting that we're seeing here Sins over onto the Ember. And it's not usually the 7. You know, usually when I see him in the 1v1 space, he's playing the 7 or playing some sort of Cannon Legend or something like that. It's interesting that we're seeing him over onto the Ember as well, too. But it's kind of, it's proven to be a little bit difficult here for the blue team, so to say. So, I don't know. Let's see it here. Sarah coming in. Raw right now. Nice side stick coming in from Sins. Looking to get the last stock out of here for Gooning Labubus. Nice recovery coming out. Ooh. Nice punish. D-Light into the exhausted recovery is enough to lead to the knockout. And just like that, it's simply raw. 119. Does get the knockout on to 7 Sins. And now Nick's over here, the anchor for the crew battle portion. Definitely has a little bit of easy time. Has 2 stocks to play around with, but, you know, he's going to try his best to clean this one up as quickly as possible. Go on to game number 2, perhaps. Goes for the nair. Connects. D-Light into recovery. Connects and leads to the knockout. Game number 1 of the crew battles goes towards Nix's soul. Now, if I'm the blue team, I'll be definitely thinking about lineups. Nerix had a great start against Fleas, but sadly, you know, the lead that Nerix had, it all went up in flames. Actually, yeah, the lead that Nerix had all went up in flames as Seif SD to stock. He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready for his turn, and this is why we have to pay attention, folks. You know, you're in a crew battle. Your turn can be up at any moment. So this game, you know, Seif is going to hopefully be locked in. He's going to have 2 stocks to play with. And, you know, maybe Ra isn't put in that position where he has to take 3 stocks. And only has to just deal with, well, actually now 7 Sins. Nick's Lover is being shifted up in the lineup. Actually, it's going to be blue team's ban. Because they lost the first round of this 3v3 crew battles. So, folks, with that being said, we're getting into map bans here for our game number 2. We're seeing some legend swaps here, specifically at least, well, actually 1 legend swap. Seif going to be coming in with the Magyar, dropping the Caspian. The Caspian didn't work out well against Sins. Sins did utilize the Katars quite a bit. They rack up a lot of damage onto Seif and also Ra. And I feel like it's time, you know, we see some adjustments being made from the blue team. And we're going to be seeing this Magyar coming in, the high defense legend as well, too. Going to be surviving for quite a bit, but we see the legend swap here coming from blue team. We did mention as well, too, the lineup swap coming in from the red team. I feel like if I'm the blue team right now, you know, red team, they took game number 1. If I'm the blue team, I'm trying to take this game here. I'm trying to, you know, win this. Oh, my goodness. Fleas. 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 No, Fleas. Don't do them like this. Okay. Down stick doesn't connect. But still, massive damage, 106. Yeah, I feel like if I'm the blue team, I want to hit them hard. I want to try to see if I can get an early lead. And I feel like that starts off with Nerix. And we saw game number 1. Nerix was able to get a quick gimp onto Fleas. That's not the case in game number 2. It's going radically even across the board. Okay, gets a 3-piece combo. Doesn't knock out, though. Going for the ground pound. Nice recovery there, Fleas. Able to get the interrupt. Nice sunlight coming in, Fleas. Goes for the down sig, okay. Both opponents on kill percentage. Fleas definitely. Next move does knock out onto him. Big recovery comes out, connects and leads to the knockout. Stock 1 of this game number 2 goes towards Gooning Labubus' favor. With that being said, here, it's 6 stocks here to 5. Fleas is going to have to answer back here. It's 63 damage, 172 right now. Nerix just trying his best to kind of get any sort of extra credit. He's trying to get out the second stock, well, last stock here of Fleas, but Fleas finally able to get the first stock out of there. 111, the damage has already been done. Nerix has started off pretty strong, I would say. You know, kind of picked up the pieces. You know, Fleas started off with a pretty insane guitar string, but you know, Nerix woke up, he smelled the coffee, and he was like, okay, man, Fleas, you can't be doing me like this. My team needs me, and they need me to get a lead, and, you know, I'm going to deliver. I'm going to deliver to my team. And that's what Nerix did already. 137, looking to get the stock out of here. Just waiting for the option, patiently waiting for the option. Over onto the spear. Fleas now with center stage. Now, Fleas has to play the catch-up game, obviously. Oh, steps to recovery. Another one. Weapon throw, seals the deal. Nick's Lover going to be coming in. Now, we saw this matchup already before. Nick's Lover and Nerix, and their lineup actually in the 1v1s again. Nick's Lover, though, lost against Nerix. He lost. I believe it was a game 5 or it was a game 4. I think it was a game 4. I can't even remember. I can't lie. My memory is so short. But Nick's Lover, though, is taxed though with just cleaning up against Nerix. He doesn't have to beat Nerix on a 1v1. All he needs to do is to get out Nerix and start working on Steve. He has to take out the big dog. Going for the side sig. Doesn't get it. Nerix still living. 2-piece combo. Nice there, but doesn't connect. Nixover goes low though. Ground pound coming in. Nice dare punish. Surely Nerix doesn't make it back. Yep, he doesn't make it back. And now Sif, the second member, coming in. Hopefully, you know, he's ready. Sif, you better be ready, bro. Okay, he is. Nice. He's going to be SDing the stock. Much more of a great start here coming into this game number 2. But Sif versus Nixover. This is interesting. I feel like if I'm Sif here, I don't know how to approach with this. Definitely want to try my best. Work with the lead that Nerix gave me. Try to extend it if I can. Maybe get a stock if I can. And you see how careful Sif is playing it. I mean, he's trying to really play this one as careful as can be. Trying to not get hit. Rack up any damage he can. Going for that Sala into N6. Doesn't quite get it. Kind of let Nixlover come to him, so to say. But Nixlover saying, you know what? I'm okay playing that game. Sif trying to make it back with these N6. Oh, that's gonna surely... okay. Surely that does it, and it does. It was the third Sayer, I believe, to lead to the knockout. Nixover going to be sticking with this bow. We mentioned even in the 1v1 portion, when he was fighting against Nerix, I mean, Nixlover utilized the sword so much. And even in just now there, we saw, I mean, how much work he was putting in with the sword. Now we're actually seeing him over on the bow, and I feel like it's benefit the matchup really well. You know, Steve playing a great sword legend. Bo gonna give you those opportunities to get those openings. Definitely build up some quick damage. And now we're seeing, I mean, finally, why we saw taunting Steve playing the mind games to Nixlover right now. 135 though. Nixlover coming in on a fresh stock. I mean, all he has to do here is just clean up against Steve for sure. Now remember, Nix's Soul already claimed game number 1. If they claim game number 2, we got the 2v2s underway. You know, not sure how that's going to play out. But it's going to be an interesting one nonetheless. Okay, 2-piece combo. Nixover gets a knockout, and I guess similar spot. It's Simply Raw. The anchor from game number 1 is the anchor from game number 2. And once again, tasked with taking out 3 stocks instead. He had to take out game number 1. 1 stock of 7 Sins, 2 stocks of Nixlover. Now he has to take out 1 stock from Nixlover, 2 stocks from 7 Sins. And 7 Sins was giving him a run for his money in game number 1. I can't lie. Those guitars were devious from 7 Sins. I didn't know he had a guitars in him like that. I can't lie. But we might not even see 7 Sins. If Nixlover, you know, keeps up the momentum, keeps up just trading blows, you know, he might get a stock out of here. Maybe even another one. But Raw needs to put an end to this momentum. Nix's Soul is running away with the crew battle portion. Okay, double dare. Goes for the Sayer. Doesn't quite get it. Just a raw recovery. You know? Just a simply raw recovery. Is able to get that knockout. And just like that. The anchor for the red team going to be coming in. Dropping side sigs. Taking out It's Simply Raw's first stock. Setting him down to his last. The last hope. Or potentially the last hope. For the blue team. For Nix's Soul. In the crew battle portion. It all comes down to this. Raw needs to play this one picture perfect. And we're seeing here 7 Sins over on the Ember. Low defense, but he doesn't care. Doesn't even need a weapon. Just playing it unarmed. Just disrespecting it Simply Raw. And we mentioned, I mean, these guys have been beefing since their DQ match. In the round robin phase. And to see them fight off first on stream. And then now end it off on stream as well too. It's just such... It's such a wholesome moment. It's like a full circle moment, you know? 2-piece combo coming in. It's Simply Raw. I mean, he's trading blows, but you can't be trading blows against 7 Sins, especially when he's on his first stock. And they're going to be connecting, sends him up in the heavens. Was looking for the recovery, doesn't quite get it. Not sure who we hit him with those down stakes, but okay. Second time's a charm, I guess. 7 Sins is going to be claiming the victory, cleaning it up against the Gooning Labubus. And with that being said, it's a 1-0 right now in the crew battle portion. Game number 1 of this 2v2 best of 5. Like we mentioned, Nix's Soul has won the crew battle portion. It is 2-0. They have focused their firepower on the crews. able to take it in a pretty solid manner. 2-0. They had Nick Slover, they had Fleas, they had Sins. And now we see the Gooning Labubus. They're backed up in the corner. They have to win the 2v2s in order to stay alive in this grand final set. Now, once again, it is a double elimination bracket. It's a double elimination phase for our top 4. The blue team, they need to win 1 set. The red team needs to win 2 sets. And I feel like if I'm the red team right now, I don't even want a 1v1 tiebreaker. I don't even want Gooning Labubus to have any chance whatsoever. I need a 2-0 victory. I need a reset immediately. That's what I feel like the red team needs. And already starting off, Sophos and Error, you know what? They're shining up right now. Already taking off Floop's first stock. Now go beyond his thatch. He's a wild card. I can't lie to you. Playing a 3-4 defense legend in 2s, he's an absolute madman. But Downks are going to be coming in. This Steros going to knock him out. Error going to be falling down to the second stock. Feel the only swan right now on their first. 129 damage. Oh, the NSIG dropped. That was a weird interaction, but it dropped from Error. This doesn't get the full hit of it, though. Now, I'm not expecting any big combos coming in from these teams. I'm definitely expecting a lot of little 1-2s, maybe. Maybe separate 1v1s, perhaps. A lot of targeting, perhaps. And that's what we're kind of seeing, where right now, you know, we're seeing kind of Error and Floob kind of go at it. Sophos or Phil and Gobi go at it. And it's kind of, you know, if you can cover for me, you know, when I'm in a desperate spot, you know, do so. And I feel like that's what the game plan is coming in from both of these teams here, where they're trying to offer those 2 separate 1v1s, but still, you know, have their teammate kind of cover for them. You know, get these maybe 1-2 hit combos in if they can. And getting back to the action ahead, Floob going down to the last stock here first. This game number 1. Nice recovery. NSIG not hitting anybody. Okay, Sophos hitting his own teammate. Surely you don't want friendly fire at this point. Yeah, Sophos is going to be running for his life. He doesn't want to get caught in a combo. He wants to extend his stock for as long as he can. He wants to kind of match Gobi, so to say. Maybe even live longer than Gobi. I don't think that's kind of the optimal performance here that Sophos needs here in this game number 1. But 137 to 171. Hold up, wait. Ericode is dropping really low, and he's down already. Out for the count. Ground pound coming in. Double knockout. Floob is going to be getting both Sophos and Ericode. And just like that, we got a 2v1 right here, folks. 3 stocks here to 1. Oh, combo coming in. Okay, NSIG coming out. 2-piece combo. Oh, but the platform going to come into play. NSIG was hoping to catch him with the NSIG as well, too, but... Oh, hits his own teammate. It's okay. Massive damage. Stuffs the recovery. Game number 1 of the 2v2s goes towards Floob's favor. Well, Floob and Gobi, sorry. It's team effort. My bad. Floob and Gobi, Gooning Labubus, takes game number 1. Alright. Let's get it. We're here. Game number 2. We're seeing a little bit of a legend swap, perhaps. From the blue team, going to be going over to the Aang. And we're seeing Ericode going over to the Kaya. Level 62. Gobi still sticking on the thatch. You know what? 4 defense as well, too. I forgot to see if it was 4 or 3 defense. Or even 2 defense. But 4 defense. He's opting for the defense stance. It's very interesting that we're seeing Sophos over on the level 45 Taros. I never really knew he had a Taros in him. You know, I just thought that he was like a spare player. But it's interesting that we're seeing, you know, Ericode now going over to the Kaya. You know, I'm not going to be playing that Zariel crossover, of course. But we got some map bands here. Going over the Small Fortress Alliance for game number 2. Game 1 going towards the blue team. Gooning Labubus' favor. Starting off this 2v2s hot. Definitely what they need. Remember, they need to win the 2v2s in order to push it to the tiebreaker here in the grand finals.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
Alrighty, game number 2 underway. Let's get it. Alrighty, let's get rid of chat. 6 stocks across the board. It's even across the board here. Side tick coming in. Oh, nice combo coming in there from the blue team. It seems like, I forgot to even mention this Wusheng, you know, pick here coming in from Floob, swapping over from the Devil Jin. Definitely gonna have some more potential for combos. Okay, wait, Ensig taken out. Doesn't take out Era, but it takes out Phil instead. And hold up, he's gonna also get the knockout onto Era Code. You see Phil there was hesitant to go for the save there, and rightfully so. I mean, Era's really damaged. Might as well just go ahead and yeah, just go ahead and call it there at that. But you know what? The red team not that far behind. If they can get off Floob, I think that's a big thing. But oh, hold up, combo coming in. Nice down sig. We're starting to see the combos being ripped here from the blue team. And it's definitely getting worrying. It's definitely getting troublesome here for the red team. We haven't been seeing any combos from them. We've been mostly seeing them kind of handle their business separately. But this is 2v2s. It's not two separate 1v1s. Well, they're trying to play two separate 1v1s, but anyways, getting back to the action at hand. Sides are coming in. Floob sends Era flying over to the left side. Seer coming out. Nice side tick. Doesn't catch him peeking, though. Oh, nice ground pound. Takes out Era. Feel here coming up in Evans. But he's so damaged right now. 212. Look at the position where Gobi is in. Look at the position where Floob's in. Nice down sig, ground pound. What an interesting option. Oh, but the recovery off the top. Gobi, nasty knockout. And that's certainly a way to take that stock, because this sets your team up so good in this game number 2. 4 stocks to 1. Oh my days. Nice. Oh, friendly fire coming in. Oh, ground pound coming in, Floob. Got nuked. And Gobi got stomp sared. And just like that, 2 stocks to 1. Anybody's game, but surely blue team's game to win. They had the upper hand. It was 4 stocks to 1, like we said, but Phil has reduced this to 2 stocks to 1. Definitely doable, but he's gonna have to play the cards right. He's gonna have to single out a member, try to get them out early. Maybe get a gimp. Oh, going for the recovery. Okay, Phil. And like coming out, doesn't connect. Nice. Oh, sides are coming out. Connects leads to the knockout. Game number 2 goes towards the blue team's favor. 2-0 in the 2v2s. Hey, they're shipping up for a clean sweep in the 2s. I can't lie. If red team doesn't lock it in, they can't. I mean, this is the moment. They have to reverse trio. It's all such from this game. They have to win 3 games in a row. Not sure if they can do it, but we'll see. Double Azuri. What are we cooking up? What are we cooking up? This is... Okay. It seems like we're going to our 1v1 picks, perhaps. Floob is thinking about his pick. Maybe thinking about swapping from the Wu Shang, perhaps? But we are seeing the Azuri. Level 62 coming in from Sophos. I know him to have a mean Azuri. Oh no, gonna be running back. Okay, I know him to have a mean Azuri. As for Era, I know he has a pretty crazy Ember. We've seen him play already in the crew battle portion where he's utilized the Ember quite a bit. And he's a lot of success and a lot of game time over on the Ember. It seems like the red team has resorted back to their 1v1 picks. If it's any pick to make it work, it's definitely gonna be these. But can they pull it off? Can they pull off 3 games in a row? The blue team has so much momentum in their favor. It's hard to say. It's hard to say indeed, but let's get with it here. Game number 1. Well, not game number 1. Game number 3, sorry. Game number 3. Could be game number 1 for the red teams to bring this one back. Remember, they got to take 3 games in a row, but let's get with it here. Game number 3. Sophos and Ericode over on the Azuri and Ember. Phil and... No, sorry, what am I saying? Gobi and Floob over onto the Thatch and Wushang, the Ang crossover. Starting off, red team does have the upper hand, and I feel like if I'm the red team right now, I'll go back to my 1v1 picks. I'd be trying to push for these 2 separate 1v1s, you know, win these 2 separate 1v1s. You know, I don't think Floob played in the crews. I could be wrong, but I definitely think that I knew that Gobi played in the crew battle portion at one point, and Phil was, you know, certainly he had a download onto Gobi. We're seeing here Ericode already taking out Floob for a stock drop. Satsi coming out, doesn't connect. Phil on the ropes, Ground pound connects onto both of red team members right now. Gobi just living, but hold up. Not if Floob has anything to say about it. Does side sig his own teammate, though. Doesn't knock out, though, so just a love tap. That side sig, though, is going to knock out. And that one isn't a love tap, folks. That one is all rage there coming in from Eric. 128, though. He's the only... Oh, my goodness. Phil, don't do him like that. Gobi goes in low. Hold up. Oh, he's seeing... Floob, nasty save, ground pound. Oh, my goodness. That's a massive... Oh my days. What a turnaround. We saw Gobi just dip so low. And Sophos, pure aggression in his eyes. Immediately just on the hunt. Okay, wait, no, hold up. This is certainly what they need to bring this back. And Sig, it doesn't knock out though. Oh, the blue team needs to tee up. We need another one of those if they want to get their head back in the game. If they want to get a 3-0, they need another one of those. Is it coming out? Okay. Connecting side sig, Sear, okay. Seeing both of them just kind of, both teams kind of just struggling for position here on the stage of Western Air Temple. Utilizing the platforms to their advantage. Gobi going in the air with the recovery, doesn't quite get it off. Side sig does connect, lead to the knockoff. Floob is gone. 4 stocks here to 1. Gobi has to clutch up. It's definitely doable, but he needs 2 quick knockouts. Goes for the recovery, doesn't connect. Going for the air, doesn't connect either. And that comes in there, comes out from Era. Nice little 1-2. Era going in deep. Ground pound going in deep. Another ground pound going in deep. Ooh, surely we punish those, and Era gonna get that punish. Beautiful end sig, well placed. Ground pound does connect, and it leads to the knockout. Game number 3 goes towards the red team favor. Showing, you know, we're not out for the count just as yet, but I feel like it was that misplay that gave them that victory. And we're starting to see a little bit of swap here being made from Floob, saying no longer are we going to be on the Yang. We're going to be over on the Titan crossover for Onyx for our game number 4. Once again, we cannot forget it's 2-1 right now. Set score for the 2v2s. It's a best of 5. So the blue team needs 1 more to win it. The red team needs 2 more in order to push us to the 1v1 tiebreaker. Actually, no. The red team needs 2 more in order to win this 2-0. The blue team needs 1 more to push it to the 1v1 tiebreaker, folks. So, let's see how this Titan goes. This Titan plays. I feel like, you know, the Wushang was working really well. The Yang was working really well. But the Onyx is going to have a little bit more defense. You know, it's going to be living a little bit more. You know, Gobi was left in a pretty early 2v1 situation. I feel like that's not the position you want to put your teammate in, especially when they're playing Thatch, a low defense legend. So, I like that we're seeing this adjustment being made here from the blue team. That being said, Flip going over to the Onyx. Let's get into it, though. Even across the board. Alright, an Ensig from Error, but doesn't come on. I see her interrupt there coming in from Gobi. Massive Ensig gets a knockout. A recovery to get the knockout as well, too. Oh my god, Floob going crazy with it. 69 damage to 89. Oh, 2-piece combo. Okay. Oh my god, this cannon is going to be devious for sure. Ground pound, just double Katars coming in. Red team hunting for stocks. Satsu comes out, ground pound coming out. Okay. They're still struggling to get out Floob, though. They need to get him out here quickly. 2-piece combo coming in, recovery coming out. Okay. Nice side stick comes out. Era does get the knockout onto Floob finally, but the damage has been already done. 67 damage onto Phil, 114 on Era. Nice recovery. Nice 2-piece combo coming in there from Sophos, okay. Oop, hitting his own teammate with the side stick, it's okay. It's, the blue team is kinda, the lead has been kinda, I mean, established of course, but it feels like the red team are holding their stocks here strong. They're kinda using the map really well to their advantage, and Gobi is gone. Down to his last. If they can get some more damage onto Floob here, maybe they can get this knockout, or maybe they can get an early stock. Oh, speaking of stocks, Floob getting off Era off the top, Gobi getting off Sophos off the bottom right side to be more specific. Okay, combo coming in, but the platform gonna come into play. Saving Error Code's life there. Ground pound goes in deep. You're seeing Error got side singing so deep over on the right side. Oh my god, it's looking like it might be game over, but it's 3 stocks here to 1. Sophos has to clutch this up to push it to the game 5. Trying to get out Flube though, but the Onyx defense coming into play. And like coming out. Nice here coming inside Sig. Hoping to catch him there off guard, but doesn't get him. Ground pound coming in deep. Sophos is living though. He's bobbing and weaving off stage. Okay, misses the true combo, doesn't get the D-Light. Siren Floop is all taunting him. Okay, that's actually pretty mean, I can't lie to you. Surely we get a little bit more damage onto Sophos and get the knockout. I'm not sure what the blue team is doing right now. They're kind of struggling to get any sort of hits onto him, but finally, okay, stops the recovery. That's going to be it. 3-1. Just like that, claims the 2v2 portion. It's 1-1 right now in the set count, and we are going to get prepared for our 1v1 tiebreaker. Slover and Nerix, the first time it happened, was really close. Nailed bottom of a set. Can't wait to see it here. Part 2. Let's get with it here. Nick Slover and Nerix starts off. Nick Slover with the bow. Going over the small Fortress Alliance here for game number 1. Starting off hot. And I feel like that's what Nick Slover needs. Once again, we mentioned that Gooning Labubus, they need to just win this 1v1 best of 5. And that's it. They're going to be walking away as your champions here today for Spirit Series Season 2. Nick Slover, on the other hand, he needs to win this 1v1 best of 5. And then prepare again to fight a whole series battle again. And that's, I guess, the beauty about this. I guess the beauty, or I guess disgusting part about this is that there's a whole other Spirit Series battle left in the Grand Finals reset if need to be. But hold up, Nick Slover says, we're okay with that. We're okay with playing another battle. We're okay with running it back. Nick Slover takes the first stock, starts off the momentum in his favor, and goes to work with the sword. We mentioned how much Nick Slover has been working with this sword and has been playing the sword, utilizing the sword, especially against Nerix. We haven't really been seeing him play the bow. It's been mostly him racking up damage with the sword, at least in the first best of 5 set. We saw him rack up so much damage with the sword. 2-piece combo comes in. Satsu connects. Doesn't lead to the knockout. Koji going to be living that 184 right now. Barely able to make the touch back. The Pogo is going to seal the deal. Nerix is going to be taking that stock out of there. And just like that, makes the stock count even, but the damage tells a way different story. Nick Slover got the lead established already. And with that being said, Nerix needs to answer back. He needs to rack up some damage of his own. Bring this ball back in his court. Take control of the driver's seat. Because Nick Slover is controlling the pace. He's controlling the tempo of this best of 5. And you don't want him to be controlling the tempo. Because if Nick Slover is able to do that, he's going to get some quick games. He's going to get some quick stocks. And I'm sure Nerix and them, they don't want to be doing a reset. Maybe they do. Who knows? But for sure they want to make quick work of Nick Slover. And I feel like if Nick Slover is in the driver's seat, Nerix is going to have a hard time in order to bring this one back. But regardless, he's kind of brought it back. It's only 10 damage of a difference. Satsu coming out. Nice punish there from Nick Slover, waiting for the option. That's one thing we have seen about Nerix, time and time again. He's been utilizing the signatures quite a bit. There we go, once again, to get knockouts, to build up damage, to just send his opponents further away, over in the distance, over in the void. Nick Slover going for the down stick of his own. Doesn't quite get it, though. Nice recovery from Nerix. Is able to get the stock, and the momentum has shifted back into the Nerix's favor. Over on the Goblins, down stick coming in. Connects, leads to the knockout, even as can be anybody's game. And this is what I mentioned, man. When it was a nail biter of a set, the first time, I don't know. I definitely expect the second time it to be the same way, but perhaps maybe there might be something different in the upcoming games. Who knows? Nick Slover over on the sword. For the last stock of this game here, Nerix over on the spear. Gets the end line, nothing more. Satellite coming out. 2-piece combo. Doesn't get the nair though. End sig, nice. Ooh, Seer hitting nobody. Seer from Nick Slover. Gets in there. Both of them just kind of trading blows, going back and forth with each other. But Nick Slover getting the better of Nerix right now. 137 to 101 right now. Coming down to the wire. Down stick doesn't connect. Seer disarms him as well too. No weapon in hand. The D-Light drops. He doesn't get the full D-Light, but he's able to get the Seer off. Primes the sword as well too in case if need be. Nerix is able to maneuver by and pick up a gauntlets of his own. Nick Silver trying to keep the distance close. But Nerix, double recovery. Holding the center stage, was looking for the sidelight. To catch. Going for the NSYNC, doesn't quite get it. Sidestick coming out, doesn't get it. Down to connects. Connects and leads to the knockout of Nerix. 191. 570 damage, 555. He takes game number 1. And that was such an interesting roller coaster of emotions, folks, because it started off where, you know, we saw Nick Silver in the lead. Then Nerix took the lead. Then Nick Silver took back the lead, and it became even. And then at the end, it just came down to wire. They kept on trading blows, and Nerix clutching it up at the end there. Amazing work. And now we're going to be getting into game number 2, where Nerix starts off this best of 5 with 1-0. Once again, I mentioned he has done it in the part 1. He's done it in the winners semifinals. He can do it here again. If I'm Nick Silver, that's definitely on my mind. And it's interesting that we're seeing him lock in back with the Koji. I once again question, are we going to be seeing the Kaya? I mean, this is the finale. This is the last... Well, actually, it could go to Grand Finals reset, but it could potentially be the last set that Nick Silver plays in the Spirit Series Season 2. But similar way to game number 1 here. Getting back to the action. Nick Silver starts off controlling the pace of the game, but Nerix with the gauntlets just racking up so much damage. Bringing it back in his favor. It's 118 to 135, but hold up. Nick Silver holding the stage, going out deep. Isn't able to find the option though. Goes for the NSYNC. Was hoping that Nerix was in the landing zone. Nerix. Two-piece combo connects. Doesn't quite lead to the knockout. Looking for the pogo. Wait. Nick Silver shoots high. Nerix is able to scout him right though. With the bow in hand. Goes for the NSYNC. Nobody's home though. Two-piece combo. Sends him with the Sair. Over on the left side. Beautiful bow there. Is able to lead to the knockout. Has the options of weapon, going to be sticking with the sword. The weapon that found him so much. Oh, never mind. He's trying to go for the weapon starve, but Nerix with the gauntlets in hand. Just waiting for the option. He needs a clean break. He wants a clean break. He wants a clean stock out of here. And you see he's trying to bob and weave. He's trying to not get hit. Oh, Nick Silver got some damage in. Two-piece combo, nothing more. Okay, gets another one. Another one. 56 damage right now. Nick struggling to find a knockout. Recovery, takes him off the top. Nice. Nerix taking the stock. Keeping it even in the stock count. Department. Damage department. He does have a little bit of work to do, but he can definitely get the weapon starve game going. Nick Silver does slide by, pick up the sword. And like coming in, sends him over on the right side. Nice and light again. Okay. Sidelight. There. Doesn't quite connect with it. Two-piece combo connects. Nice side sig. Connects and leads to the knockout. That's a big knockout to take. Look at the damage where he's at as well, too. 55 damage. Nick Silver teed up there on his second stock here. Now, Nerix is going to have to answer back. Just kind of kick him around, trying to get some damage in there. I mean, hey, man, every hit count. Every damage you can get counts, man. Even if it is a weapon, or even if it's just a single damage. It counts. It racks up at the end of the day. And that's what Nerix is hoping for. But hold up. He needs more than just a weapon throw. Hold up. He gets an NSYNC, though. Weapon throw. That would have been amazing if it did connect. Ooh, was hoping that Nick Silver was going to go rushing for the weapon, but so patient, so calm. Oh, falls into the side sig though. Nerix needs a clean knockout here immediately. Damage has been done. He gets the pogo off. 98 damage, still doable. Nerix has that clutch gene in him. He has that clutch gene in him. He can definitely win this one. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Nick Silver does have the damage lead. Headlight connects, charging the side sig. Nerix not in the landing zone. He landed on the platform, went behind him. Starting to see more signatures being utilized from Nick Silver. Two-piece combo sends him up in the heavens. Nice here. Over onto the left side. Nick Silver still fresh stock here. Nerix needs basically a 0 to that. Headlight. Nick Silver knows he has him right where he wants him, and he has him right where he wants him. Indeed, he gets a recovery. It leads to the knockout, 583 to 431. Game number 2 under Nick Silver's belt, 1-1 right now. Okay, running it back. Same picks. I don't even expect a map swap. Might as well go back to Small Fortress Alliance. I can't lie to you. Oh, never mind. We're not going back to Small Fort. Anybody's game here, but the best of 5 has been reduced to a best of 3. Gonna be going to Small World's End. No platform to play with this time. I think, yeah, you have a little bit more wall space to play with in comparison to Small Fortress Alliance. But game number 3 underway. Let's get with it. Starting off Nerix with the spear. Gets a satellite. Going for the D-light. Doesn't quite get it. Next over. Sword in hand. 2-piece combo. Satellite. Just trying to fish for damage here with the spear. Ooh, side stick doesn't catch him though. Nerix does have the damage lead. I think this is one of the first times Nerix starts off with a good damage lead and might be also looking to take this stock. And it's certainly a great way to start off this game number 3. A very important game to take. Mentioned time and time again, a game 3 is a game where you put your opponents on match point. Well, especially when it's a 1-to-1. But it's a very deciding game. It's a very important game to take, and Nerix knows, and he wants to take this game for sure. Already took the first stock. He has 2 more that he needs to take. Nixover has to answer back. He comes in a fresh second stock. He has to clean off Nerix. But Nerix already getting some chip damage in. 25 extra credit. $146, $160 right now, going up in the heavens. I mean, Nixlover fishing for a D-light into recovery. Juicy D-light, in fact, into recovery. It leads to the knockout. Options of weapons, going to be sticking with the sword. Like we said, man, the sword has been so phenomenal for Nixlover here today. And it has been working out really well for him, but I feel like Nerix has gotten a good download after playing this guy not only 1 best of 5, but, I mean, soon to be 2 best of 5s. And we're starting to see, I mean, just Nerix fulfilling the prophecy, man. The Shaolin monk shall fulfill the prophecy for the Gooning Labubus. Nice recovery connects. It leads to the knockout. And as this game progresses, we're just seeing the lead being snowballed and snowballed. And Nixlover, he needs an answer quickly. He needs to take the second stock immediately. Stuffs the recovery. Seer coming out from him. And Light comes out. Going for the ground pound in deep. Was hoping to catch Nerix off guard. But Nerix is better than that. The Shaolin Monk's better than that. Nice dare coming in. Ooh, little clash coming in there. Nixlover needs this knockout immediately, but Nerix is not in a kill percentage. He's not in kill percentage. And look at Nerix just waiting for the options. Just dancing around. Just a free weapon spawn. Nobody's going for it. Endline coming in. Just punching him down. Oh, Nixlover goes in really deep. Ground pound. This might be one of the most commanding games that Nerix has. It seems like Nerix has a complete download onto Nixlover. We surely make a swap after this game, right? Ground pound not connecting. Ensig, beautiful. Connects. Doesn't knock out though. Nice recovery. Okay. Not out the realm of possibility just as yet for Nixlover to clutch it up. But he's going to have to play it picture perfect. Because Nerix, the momentum that the Shaolin Monk's feeling right now. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you're beating him. Recovery comes out. Oh, stuffs it. Gets in there. Nixlover right now with center stage. Nerix fighting for center stage. Gressis doesn't get the side sig. Oh, nobody home with the Seer though. Both of them whiffing. It's just whiff haven right now. Finally, Nixlover gets a hit and nothing more. He needs more than a hit though. Oh. Nice. Stuffs recovery. I sense a side stick coming in here. Oh, wait. It was from Nixlover. Over onto the sword here. Looking for the knockout, perhaps. Oh, side stick coming in. Nerix gets the knockout. 2-1. 2-1. 571 to 487. This might just be the last game, and Nixlover locks in first again. He locks in first again, confident with the Koji. He has taken a game, but can he take another? Can he push it to the game 5? This might just be the last game of the Spirit Series. Nixlover, Nerix, Small World's End, potentially for a last time. Who knows? It all depends if Nixlover is unable to beat Nerix here right now. It's 2-1 in Nerix's favor. 1-1 set score. Let's get with it. Small World's End. Now, Nerix just had a pretty dominant game. Actually, I can't even say it was dominant. It was a last stock game. But he had a pretty good start against Nick Slover. On the same map. Same picks. Nick Slover needs to bring something new, and it seems like he's utilizing the bow a little bit more. Getting the damage in. Going for the end sig. Nobody home, though. Oh, I saw the vision with the side sig. But Nerix with a beautiful interrupt. Over onto the sword. Damage is really even across the board. 104 to 118. Ground pound coming in deep. Sair. Oh, nice recovery, but Nick Slover isn't there. Beautiful dodge. Two-piece combo. Sends him over on the right side. Looking for the option there from Nerix. Catches him peeking. D-Light Sair connects and Nick Slover takes a stock. Starts off this game number 4 with momentum. Definitely what we like to see if you're a Nix's Soul fan. Or if you're anybody from Nix's Soul, to be honest. If you're on Nix's Soul team, you definitely want to be seeing this start. But oh my god, Nerix keeping this one as a nail biter, as neck and neck as can be. Not allowing Nick Slover with any sort of extra credit, not a single damage lead. Now Nick Slover starting from square one, just now with 2 stocks remaining. Nerix 2 stocks remaining as well too. Game number 4. 2 combo coming in from Nerix, does connect. Racking up the damage, 68 to 32. Almost double the amount of damage right now. But hold up, Nerix. He's getting damage racked up onto him right now. 10 damage difference. Bounding back, trading blows. Hoping to catch him peeking. Goes for the pogo, goes in deep with the ground pound. Nerix getting a little gutsy here. He knows he has a game he can play around with. He knows Nick Slover is going to be the one to... He has to take this game. He has to win this game to push it to game 5. But oh my god, the Sairs is just coming out of Sair City, baby. Oh my god, D-Light Sair, but how you drop those? How do we drop those? We can't be dropping those in grand finals. What? No, Nick Slover, no. Okay, down sig. And Light sends him over on the left side. Looking for the knockout. Nice recovery. Nick Slover takes it. 2 stocks to 1. 132 to a fresh last stock. Anybody's game here, folks. And, yeah, Nick Slover's in the driver's seat right now. He's shipping up to push this to game 5. But if I'm Nerix, I want to get this stock out of here clean as possible. But 36, he's racking up more damage onto me. Nerix. Oh my god, he's fading. Lightning McQueen is fading. The Shaolin Monk's fading. 121, the damage is about to be even. And Nerix still has another whole stock he has to play. He has to finish off from Nick Slover. But okay, 121. 2 to 1 right now. Remember, if Nerix is able to clutch this one out, that's it. It's 3 to 1. They win it in a 2 to 1 fashion set score. But Nick Slover just needs to take the stock to push it to the game 5. He gets it down. It connects. 180. And that coming in. Nerix, momentum in his favor. 2-piece combo. Nick Slover. Okay. Sair connects. 204. Next hit definitely knocks out. There we go. That's it, right? Surely it's it. And game 5. Game 5 of the 1v1 tiebreaker. But look at the damage that he had to do. 603. What's the option? Are we sticking with the Koji? Oh. Nick Slover doesn't lock in first. He doesn't lock in first. Are we going to be running back the Koji? Is his team telling him it's not Koji time? Okay, it is Koji time. Okay. Alrighty. Game number 3. Sorry, what am I saying? My brain is fried. Long day, guys. Forgive me. Game number 5. Small Wolves End, the same map we went to in these past 2 games. Nerix versus Nick Slover. On one hand, we can get our reset. If Nick Slover beats them, we can get our reset, folks. But if Nerix beats them, that's it. That's it. The 4th standing team is gonna be victorious. But I don't want to jinx them. I don't want to call it too soon. But let's just enjoy this game number 5. Let's just see how this one plays out. Let's just have a clean game 5, I think. Starting off, I mean, both of them just trading blows. 71 to 114. Nick Slover laddering it up into heavens. Throwing out the side sig. Weapon throw. Sidelight. Looking for another sidelight. Okay, Sair. Down it connects. Nick Silver quickly takes that stock. That's what you're going to need. If you want to push it to the reset, you need quick stocks against Nerix. You can't let him get a lead. You can't let him get any momentum because he's going to run away with it. Nerix now forced to play the catch-up game. Seeing how he's playing around. One Sarah in, a dare. 32 damage already. And like coming out, disarms him. Nerix needs to clean the knockout right here. He needs a knockout right here. Side charging the bouncing. Nick Silver scouts him right. Oh. Nice. Nice. Oh! Haymaker coming in. Nerix, 98 damage. Does take the stock, but a little bit too late. I would say a little bit too late. Nick Silver did get some good damage in, and he can definitely clean this one up. Nerix has to take control of this game right now. And like coming out. They're coming in. Ground pound coming out. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Nick Silver over on the sword. Two-piece combo, nothing more. They're coming out. Nerix in flow state. Not the clan, but the mindset. Nick Silver gets his Sarah off. Okay, Downsy coming in. 159. Nick Silver has him right where he wants him. D-Light into recovery. Connects and leads to the knockout. One more stock and we're going to the reset. Or Nick Silver, if he isn't careful, he loses these two stocks. He might be out of today's tournament. Out of the Spirit Series Season 2. Nick Silver, and like coming out, and like coming in again. Just racking up damage, trying his best to get any extra credit right now. So he has a little bit of an easier time dealing with Nerix. D-Light, Sayer, connects, leads to the knockout. 42 damage. It's something, but it's not the 100 and something that Nick Silver had onto Nerix. It's definitely not the lead. Do we see the Shaolin Monk here lock it in? Because Nick Silver does have the upper hand. About a 70 damage lead right now. Recovery coming out in there. Okay. Nice sunlight. This is Nerix's moment. He needs to control it. Ground pound. End light. Okay. End sig. Nobody homes here. Nice snare. Going for another one. Doesn't quite get it. Oh, stuffs recovery. Nerix is playing rather floaty right now. 101. There we go. D-Light recovery. And just like that, Nick Silver wins the best of 5. And we got a reset. We got a reset on our hands. Listen, man. The Shaolin Monk's aura was too powerful. He ran him out of the lobby. I can't lie to you. So 7 Sins is going to be hopping in as the guy for this matchup. So first time matchup, 7 Sins versus Nerix. I'm happy that at least, 7 Sins is not going to get a chance, but I'm worried. Are we confident that 7 Sins is going to be cleaning it up? Because, 7 Sins is a pretty strong player. Don't get me wrong, but why are we... Oh, it makes sense. Nick Silver does have to go, but anyways, first time matchup. I'm interested in seeing how this plays out. I'm interested in how 7 Sins plays against someone like Nerix. But this definitely throws Nerix off guard a little bit because he's going from playing against Nick Silver twice in 2 bets. Oh my fucking god. Did he just absolutely annihilated him? 14 damage? Oh, nah, Yo, they're Gooning Labubus. Yo, they should not have agreed to this. What the hell is going on? 7 Sins absolutely dropped Nerix on his head. And this is what I'm worried about. When you're accustomed to fighting Nick Silver, you're expecting to run it back against Nick Silver. Why are we... Yeah, this is definitely... Certainly, Oh, wait, hold up. Nerix. Nerix. No, Nerix. Nerix. Nerix! 7 Sins? 7 Sins might just be the beast. Why didn't we have 7 Sins as a 1v1 tiebreaker then? What the heck? We should have had 7 Sins in there. Oh my goodness. Well, game number 1 is not in Nerix's favor right now. Okay, finally gets a knockout just like that. Takes the stock out of there. It's 2 stocks here to 1. Anybody's game here for sure, but Nerix has to climb some big hills right now. He has to claim some big mountains. Because 7 Sins, it seems like he has a download. He has been watching Nerix's every move in the round robin phase in the Spirit Series top 4 thus far. Oh, but hold up, wait, Nerix looking for a nasty game. Down sig doesn't connect and doesn't lead to the knockout. Enti coming out. Nice sunlight. Enti coming out. Okay. Sevens with the guitars in hand here. Nice two-piece combo. Gets it there off. Okay. Nice side 6, 7 sins. Looking to get this last stock out of here. But Nerix is still trying to take this second out of here, bro. 7 sins came swinging at Nerix. And by the way, this is just one best of 5. Nice two-piece combo coming in. 7 sins. Side 6 doesn't connect. Another one doesn't connect. We surely punish those, but he was looking for a read. 7 sins. Goes for the GCD light. Doesn't get it. Nice there. Going in deep with the bow, but Nerix goes high. Perhaps an Enti coming out here soon. Sins playing it safe on the edge. Nice weapon throw, Nerix. Oh. Nice recovery. Nerix at 205, basically on death's doorsteps right now, but he's able to take one out before he potentially gets eliminated. He needs a clean 0 to that here. Look how far that unarmed light sent them. Over to the guitars. Watch out for the side sig or the Sair. Doesn't connect up with the Sair. There we go. Second time's a charm. Does connect and lead to the knockout. Game number 1 starts off with 7 sins taking the lead. Just like that, we're about to get into it. Game number 2. Level 24 Ember. Not a lot of time with it. Maybe a pocket pick, but damn, this pocket pick is looking strong. To start off taking 2 stocks off of Nerix, but you know what? That's why we got a 1v1 best of 5, folks. Because, it's time for Nerix to adapt. Hopefully, you know, correct his mistakes from the past. And, yeah, let's go with it here. I can't lie. 7 sins came out swinging. Like, oh my god. I thought, like, Nixlover was, you know, I mean, seeding-wise, PR-wise, ELO-wise, Nixlover's a pretty strong player. Nixlover's the best on their team, but 7 sins, like I said, is one of the sleepers that could be, like, in these 1v1 spots. And I think we have seen him in the 1v1 spots before. The last time I noticed that he was in the 1 spots was against Snipes, and he was able to beat Snipes in the 3-2 fashion in the round-robin phase. But here in top 4, I mean, you could look at both sides. I mean, you know, Nixlover has been warmed. You know, he's been playing against Nerix. He's been playing in the 2s. And, you know, 7 sins, I mean, he did play in the 2s. But, yeah, the whole entire best of 5 where, you know, he was relaxed, chilling. Nerix is coming right after a best of 5. I mean, he's hot. Well, I mean, he's, you know, maybe tired even. It is late in the night, so Nerix probably fatigue setting in. But that game 1 was certainly not a fluke. 7 sins absolutely performing like a beast. But Nerix needs to answer back here. He has him on the ropes, but he needs to get the stock out of here. Nice D-Light. Gets the Sair. Doesn't lead to the knockout. It's a low defense Ember as well, too. Max of 4, so 7 sins gotta be careful. Oops, side sig. Don't punish. They're onto the down sig. One thing about 7 sins, he utilizes the down sigs kind of like as a mix-up tool, so to say. He's trying to throws it out, maybe as a bait. I'm not sure. If we do get into an interview with him, can probably have a little talk about that. But next 6 first stock. That's great. Wendigo on this 2-piece combo. Looking for the dare. Doesn't quite get it. 7 sins with the guitars in hand. Ooh, nice there. Ooh, beautiful GCN. It connects and leads to the knockout. And just like that, takes the stock out of there. 7 sins. Stocks are even up. It's 70 damage to a fresh... I know. Stocks are even up. 70 damage to 50. Well, 84 to 15 right now. Nerix is still with the upper hand. Definitely what you'd like to see. 7 sins came swinging right off the gates, right off the best of 5 to start off the best of 5. Came in with a quick 1-0, a quick 1 point up on the board here. Nerix needs to answer back, make this even in the set score. 7 sins though. He's looking for some quick damage. You see how he's kind of playing off stage. Maybe he's looking for a little bit of a... Oh, wait, hold up. No. Oh, I thought he was looking for a gimp over on Nerix. Hold up. GC side sig. What an interesting option. Up in the heavens. Sidelight. Okay. 2-piece combo. Now run to the bow. Ensig comes out. Doesn't connect. Sidelight. Ensig doesn't connect. With the Ensig. Recovery connects and leads to the knockout. Ember defense coming into play. Like I said, Low defense legend. Could lead to some early knockouts, and we're starting to see here in Nerix. 123, 34 damage. Sevenson's gonna have to lock it in if he wants to get a 2-0 victory right. Well, not 2-0 victory, but 2-0 right now in the set score. Off the 1v1 best of 5 tiebreaker. Beautiful side tick. Ooh, nice down stick coming in. Nice. Big recovery comes out, and just like that takes the stock. Only 65 damage, so definitely doable for Sevensons to bring this one back. He has guitars. We haven't been, seeing much explosive guitars coming in from him. And one of the things that I also noticed in the crew battle portion, I mentioned a lot, that Fleas had Nerix's number, and it was mainly because of the guitars. I'm wondering, now that we're seeing Sevensons lock in on the Ember and, utilizing guitar. Okay, Ensa comes out. Nerix cleans it. I was thinking, maybe Nerix is struggling against these guitars, but, it seems like he's adapting. It seems like he's learning. Okay, now we're locked. Yeah, level 27, Master Chief. This is what we like to see, the cannon coming in from Sevensons. I know him as a cannon guy. I know him as a 7 player. And yeah, this Isaiah is definitely not out of realm of possibility of picks for him. And it's 1-1 right now. He's definitely giving Nerix a run for his money, but I don't know. I'm interested in seeing how this cannon versus spear matchup is going to work out. Nerix has been kind of clutching on the gauntlets, but I feel like coming into this game number 3, I feel like he needs to utilize the spear a little bit more, given that matchup. He starts off with the spear, crazy enough. Sins over on the blasters. This is Isaiah, not a pick you really usually see in tournament, I can't lie. Aside from like a couple of people. Maybe in community tournament scene, I mean, I know there's who is there? There's Adam Cool. That's one of them. There's also Decorations. That's a name that has been popping up as of lately. Level 100 Isaiah. I don't know. And then other than that, you have to, take a good deep dive to find some Isaiah players. But regardless, we're seeing Sevensons here showing some Isaiah representation, With this crossover as well, too. The Halo crossover. That I believe is soon to leave stores as well, too. The Master Chief NC coming out. Nerix doesn't get the knockout. One thing about this pick, you're going to have a little bit more defense to play with, of course. This crossover is kind of cool, I can't lie. NC coming out. Nerix doesn't get the knockout, though, somehow. 144 to 151. Sir coming out. Now, Sins is definitely feeling himself with this cannon. On the blasters, just charges the ground pound. Going for the N-Sig. The one thing about Isaiah, I mean, the signatures are definitely nasty. Like, that N-Sig is so quick, it's so fast. The down-sig on the cannon as well, too. So quick, so fast. Could lead to some unexpected knockouts, some unexpected hits, perhaps. Ground pound coming out. Next is going to get the knockout. Look at the percentage where he's at, though. 233. Sevensons is actually giving him a good run for his money. Actually, but not even money. It's a good run for the first place standing right now. Oh my goodness, wait, Nerix. Nerix, don't do him like that. Oh my goodness. I thought he was absolutely about to put him in a montage. But Sevensons plays it smart. He's able to, slide by, make it up on the stage. And also get the knockout, so pretty good stuff. Keep the stocks even, only a 52 damage difference. We mentioned how important this game is to take. Both opponents have kind of bested each other. It's 1-1 right now in the best of 5. 1v1. Tiebreaker. Sevensons knows he needs to take this game. He desperately needs it. He needs to put that extra pressure onto Nerix. Ground pound coming in from Sevensons. Nice recovery coming out. And like coming in. Downstick coming in. Doesn't catch it over the ledge though. And neither does it catch Nerix as well too. Was hoping for Nerix to go high, but GC N-Sig not connecting. Nobody home. Next, nice recovery. Charging the side stick on the platform, doesn't get it. Nice here. Down Sig does get it over the ledger, but okay, gets in there, knockout, and Sevensons 109. Nerix had a lead, folks, but I don't know where it's gone. It's been disappeared. Absolutely abolished there, Sevensons. It's pretty good. Oh, cannon going to work. It's one of the things about Sevensons cannon. It's so strong. It's so mighty. It's so devious. And it can rack up so much damage. Big recovery though, Nerix. Looking for this knockout. Finds the side sig. So many unanswered hits that Nerix got in there. And just like that, is able to clean it up. 59 damage. Definitely not out of the realm of possibility just as yet. But Nerix needs this one a little bit more. He's over on the spirit. He's in flow state. Okay, oh my god. Nerix is schmoving with it. Schmoving with the spear. But Seven Sins trying to find a footing on the stage right now. Struggling to do so. Finally on center stage. He needs a big gimp here, I think. Well, not a big gimp. He needs a big string there coming in. But he's over on the blasters. Unfamiliar territory for sure. Ooh, Nerix going in deep. 87 to 152 now. One thing about Nerix, man. When he holds center stage, it's so hard to beat him. Recovery coming out. Looking for another one. Connects. Ensig coming out. That's it. Connects, leads to the knockout. 2-1 victory. No, not 2-1 victory. My fault. 2-1. 2-1 set score right now. 606 damage to 531. And now we're going to be seeing the Bryn. The pick that he used in 2v2s. Same pick here. We're going to be seeing here coming in from him here in this potentially last game of the Spirit Series Season 2. There's no more redos, folks. We're in the reset already. They agreed to DQ the crews and the twos. One of the teams DQ'd the crews, one of the teams DQ'd the twos, and we're running back just a pure 1v1 best of 5. They've all depended on their members. Seven Sins needs 2 games he needs to take. Nerix, 1 game away. 1 game away. You know, it's crazy to say. Nerix, 1 game away to winning the whole entire Spirit Series for the Gooning Labubus. The Gooning Labubus 1 game away to winning it all. And you know, maybe a couple weeks ago, maybe even a month ago, I would say, you know what? Y'all have to win multiple games in a row. And this is how you have to do it. You have to get 2 O's. You can't get 2 1s. You can't afford to lose this. You can't afford to lose games. You can't afford to lose game modes. Now Nerix, 1 game away, a singular game away from being crowned your Spirit Series Season 2 champions. I mean, this is such an underdog story in the making, folks. It's such an underdog story in the making. And, I mean, what better teams? We've said this already. What better teams than Nix's Soul and Gooning Labubus? If you guys don't know, this is like the team that has, I mean, the most craziest beef thus far. We had a whole entire, like, I don't know, a secondary, like an outsider judge come in to determine whether or not, like, what was going to be the result of their battle, and to determine whether or not, you know, if their match should be DQ'd or not. And it's crazy to say, both of the teams fighting for top 4 has made it to the point, has pushed both of their teams to their limits, has pushed their opponents to their limits. And now we're seeing here, I mean, I would love to see a game 5 in this. I would love to see a game 5, but I mean, it all depends on the players. I mean, it's up in the players' courts. Mainly, it's up in Seven Sins' courts right now, because he needs to. He does have a damage lead of 29, but he needs to win this game. He needs to push it to the game 5. And if it's any legend to do it on, it's probably going to be this Bryn. Oh my god, the axe, it's flowing right now. Oh my god, the Ensig. 164 to 41. Look at that quick damage build up. Seven Sins racking up so much damage onto Nerix. Nice snare. Over on the spear. Beautiful. Well placed, well timed, and that's a way to certainly bring a game back in your favor. The one thing I've noticed, I mean, in comparison about Seven Sins and Nick Silver, it's been Nick Silver and Nerix has been back and forth. Trading blows, trading stocks, trading damage, whatever the case may be. On the other hand, I mean, Seven Sins and Nerix, I mean, when Seven Sins locks in and he really starts, Nerix just can't find the right, the right string. He just can't find the right option. Like we're seeing here, he's struggling to get any sort of damage in. And Sins is just playing around, waiting for the option, waiting for the punish. Like, he's just waiting for him out. Big Ensig, GC Ensig, 140 right now and 112. I mean, he has the damage lead. He has the stock lead. You know, I think Gooning Labubus may be regretting DQing a mode. I don't know. Maybe they still have some faith in their boy. But it's not looking good for him. Sidesy coming out. He avoids it. So that's it. Gonna lead to the knockout. And I guess my word don't drop. Folks. Spirit Series Season 2. It all comes down to this. The finale No more games are going to be played again. None. Nothing. No more. Nerix for the Gooning Labubus. Level 100 ing. Over on the left side. On the right side, you got 7 Sins representing Nyx's soul. 2 teams. Such a deep history. Such a deep past. After the beef, after the quarrel, after the drama, after all the fights, I think one thing we can walk away from today's event is respect from both of these guys. From 7 Sins, from Nerix, from Nyx Lover, from Eric Code, from Phil, from heck, friggin' even Lovely that didn't even show up for a battle. From Floob to Gobi to Seif to Raw to even Luxria, who hasn't even showed up for a battle. Respect amongst both of these 6 individuals from both of these teams. Just pure out of respect, because they have pushed each other to the limit, to the grand finals, reset, 1v1 tiebreaker, game 5. They have absolutely exhausted everything. And now it all comes down to this. Moise Isley, Nerix versus 7 Sins. Alrighty. Starting off right off the rip, right off even, but 7 Sins getting the upper hand. One thing you gotta mention, we didn't even mention, the signatures from Bryn is so, I mean, it hits such like a truck, man. And especially the sacks we saw, I mean, just the momentum wave that 7 Sins had, it was absolutely crazy. And he won the recent game as well, too, over on Bryn. If I'm Nerix right now, I'm definitely worried. You know, I've brought it this far. I had him on match point. It was 2-1 in my favor. There's no way that he does this right now. There's no way that he clutches it up here, but it seems like it is that way. 7 Sins with the spear in hand. No option, or no weapon in hand here for Nerix. Finally picks up the spear. Goes to recovery, doesn't get it. Gets the recovery. 7 Sins right now. Hasn't right wants to go for the GCN sig. Nice. Gets to punish Nerix. Gets the recovery off. Gets another one. Going for the exhausted, but 7 Sins isn't home. Going for the end sig. Was hoping to catch the jump read. Pogo. Going in deep with the unarmed air, but a recovery from the axe. The rainbow trail, but isn't able to knock out just as yet. Isn't enough. Nerix is able to make a beautiful dodge, avoiding the Seer. Now with the going to the hand, slide shot, Jong 6 perhaps. Oh, goes in deep with it there. Respected, but misplay coming in from 7 Sins. Gets a Pogo. 192. Nerix needs a clean knockout immediately. Ooh, down sig. Oh, that's massive. Oh, D-Light Seer. That's even bigger. Oh no, Haymaker. He's starting to see the desperate options here coming in from Nerix. Oh no, Enlight. That's 103. Nerix needs to knock out quickly. Nice recovery. Connects, leads to the knockout. Wonderful stuff coming in from Nerix, but still, damage has been done. 103 damage. Oh, Nair. Wait, hold up, Nerix. Barely able to make it back. Nerix needs damage in quick. He needs damage in quick because he's about to go down to his last here if he isn't careful. Once again, last game here, folks. Going in deep with a ground pound. What a beautiful dodge. There. Ground pound. Recovery. Sidelight. Nair. Oh my god, Seer. He's in flow state. Oh my goodness. Nair. Side sig. Connects. Pogo. Ground pound. No, he goes for the second time. Surely we Pogo here, right? No. Gets the ground pound off. Nerix takes back the lead. Oh my god. I know we saw that 100 damage plus lead that Sins had. But hold up. I think it might all go to waste if Nerix isn't getting any extra credit right now when Sins goes in deep. D-Light ground pound connects and leads to the knockout. 13 damage, 0 damage coming in from Nerix. Last stocks of the Spirit Series Season 2. Endlight coming in. Another Endlight coming in. Now over into the gauntlets here. Sins over onto the axe. The weapon that he had been locked in and he found flow state. 45 to 38. You're seeing 7 Sins just utilizing the stage to his advantage. Having Nerix hunt him down. 2-piece combo. Going for the GC satellite. He has the damage lead right now. Oh my god, Miss Nair. GC Ensig. Endlight coming in. Disarms him. Nerix. Side 6. 7 6. God. Oh my god. Nyx's soul did it. They are your champions no matter what at the end of the day. They are the champions. Wow. After a hard-fought battle. They did it. They did it. And folks, that concludes the Spirit Series Season 2.